If I ain't mistaken, I seen Sauce pop out in the mix and
Yeah,
shit
but
like
you know
that.
that's that P shit.
Yeah, well,
That
you
is,
know.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? That's
right.
that P shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck what kind of weather it is.
Right, right.
But I was gonna ask you while we on Detroit, you used to have that little duck tail in the back.
How did you know that? What the
Cause
fuck kind of homework this nigga done did? I brought it to Texas. You know,
Okay.
by the time I was about 6, 7, I probably was about ninth grade. I popped it on him because I had cold black hair with the waves and shit.
so you was on your soldier, but
I don't even fuck with the industry shit, cause niggas be acting like fans. And niggas be capping fake as fuck, so how can I call you my mans? I can't even fuck with a lot of this shit, so why would I give out a hand to help? I was left alone to grind myself. Now I'm swimming in money like Michael Phelps. Hey, I'm all in, ballin', put all bets on me. I see you calling, but I'm locked in, I got no time.
hey man, what the hell going on? This Just Listen podcast, no bullshit. We here with a legend, DFW. Can I say DFW or do I gotta say Fort Worth?
But if you talking about me, I'm DFW,
Okay.
man. Fort Worth official, baby.
Okay. So Twisted, you feel me? Twisted Black to be exact. No
Yes, sir.
bullshit. I guess we can start it off. Were you originally from Fort Worth?
I was born in Dallas. I mean,
Okay.
Nah, damn. Born in Detroit.
Okay. The other big D. The other big D. No, D.
I was born in Detroit, bro.
Okay.
And I've been in Fort Worth since I was 2 years old. So, you
Mm.
know, a lot of people ask me, they be like, you originally from Detroit? I be like, no, I was born in Detroit.
Yeah.
From Texas.
So did you go back to Detroit? Cause I can
Yeah.
hear it though.
Yeah, I go back my whole family from Detroit.
'Cause I
Except
can
I
hear
had an
that shit.
auntie and some cousins that was in Texas, so we migrated this way. I go back. That's my hair. That's like my roots. So I definitely go back.
For sure. And then so that was like summer thing, or you was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I would go spend the summer with my pop. You know what I mean?
oh that type of shit.
Yeah. My mother was in Texas.
Okay. So what? He just fucked that soul shit down here, that deep south shit, or what?
Who, me?
No, your pops.
Oh, see, my father. He died when I was 11, but he was from Detroit. But well, we all were. But he stayed. So my mother came down here because we had kinfolk down here.
Oh, okay.
She trying to get away from him on the cool
Type shit.
type
Type
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Type shit. Okay, then. So boom, you down here, you in school and shit.
Yeah.
What's the difference between cultures in Detroit and, you feel me?
It's see, a lot. That's a good question, bro. They
Yeah.
don't usually ask that question.
Yeah.
The culture is you know, it's the same, but it's different because Detroit was scandalous way before scandalous really hit Fort Worth, at least for my knowledge.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Detroit been putting niggas in the trunk and kicking in jewelry stores and
Type shit.
kidnapping motherfuckers way before that I was hip. That they was not that they wasn't doing it here, but you know, Texas kind of caught up later. But,
Yeah.
you know, Fort Worth caught up later and went into warp speed. But the culture, like the swag is different, the clothes are different. Niggas up there, young niggas was running around in new Rivieras. You know, versus down here they putting slabs together.
Exactly.
Niggas up there
Exactly.
with new,
Vogues.
new Oldsmobile with the roof cut out, popping out mink coats and shit. Down here, you know, niggas has jerseys with big chains and shit. You know,
Yeah. We crazy in the bitch if we have mink coats on down here though.
you dig what I'm saying? See, it's different, but you know, niggas hip now, so niggas
They
pop
gonna
out
pop
of
that
me.
shit on as soon as that bitch hit 60. We popping them hoes on.
Right. If I ain't mistaken, I done seen Sauce pop out in the mix. And
Yeah,
shit
but
like
you know
that.
that's that P shit.
Yeah, well,
That
you
is-
know.
you know what I'm saying? That's
right.
that P shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck what kind of weather it is.
Right.
But I was gonna ask you while we on Detroit, used to have that little duck tail in the back.
How did you know that? What the
Cause.
fuck kind of homework this nigga done did?
Hey, what they need, J Mac? Hey, do your homework.
Fucked up,
No
man.
bullshit. You got to do
Man,
your homework.
boy, if you flash a picture of that right now, I'ma
I
die.
don't got no picture. I ain't did that much homework.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
cool.
But I learned from Uncle Shay. You got to come with them receipts, man.
Yes, yeah,
Um,
bullshit ain't nothing.
But yeah, really, where that come from? Like, what era that come from? Like, was that before your time? Or you just kind of went with the yeah.
Oh, nah. See, that was It was like basically the older dudes was rocking that. You see what else was Ready for the World and all of that. Then you know everybody got the little shade part cut.
Yeah.
Boop. So I brought it to Texas. You know,
Okay.
by the time I was about 6, 7, no, I probably was about ninth grade. I popped it on them because I had cold black hair with the waves and shit.
So you was on your Soulja Boy shit. You the first person in Dallas with the. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I was rocking that shit way back in the Gap. You
Okay.
see what I'm saying? Yeah, for
Okay.
real. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So boom. Just fast forward to like kind of. You went to high school.
Yeah.
Okay. So you in high school. That's kind of when a little, he a little nigga, but he think he a grown ass man. I thought I was a grown ass man in high school. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like, how was you navigating through high school? Was you keeping up with the books, or was you kind of like pushing that shit to the side and doing you?
I was pretty studious, but you know I was a troubled kid.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I went to 3-4 different high schools, alternative school. I was always I was rapping, you know, turning up the Glee Club and shit like that. You know what I mean? But I was, you know, I had fights in school and I was a troubled kid. You know what I mean? But I was never a dummy. You know what I mean? I was never slow
I feel
or
it.
none of that.
I feel
know,
it.
So.
So apparently, I mean, I guess you start liking music before you start actually doing music. So when was the time you actually like pen and pad?
Oh yeah, probably. I started pen and pad with basically with poetry, trying to write rhymes for my mother. You did.
That make a lot of sense. Now you say
Yeah,
that.
try to write her a poem and shit. I was the
Yeah.
only child, so I was crazy about it. So I wrote her a poem, and you know, then next thing you know, rapping kind of came on, and I just kind of took it and ran.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, now that you say that, that's kind of cool because I feel like shit. When I listen to your music, like storytelling, a lot of people can you can storytell, but like it's either hit or miss.
Right.
But like when I listen to your shit, I hear the story and I think like, all right, bet a hook finna come in and fuck the story up. But nigga, you tell a full story and the shit be on beat and the shit don't miss.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, how long do it take you to tell a story? Or you just?
It just depends. And,
yeah.
And like the crazy part, like my process is I already see the story in my head.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll see the end, how it ends, and then all of the ups and downs in it. You know, it just started coming to me like the same way a motherfucker sit up and watch a movie, and I don't miss. Because, no, I don't. Like really, I don't miss because it's my story.
Yeah.
Once ain't no wrong way to do you. Like I tell younger artists all the time, ain't no wrong way to do you.
Mm-hmm.
So it can't miss when it's your story.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. I fuck with it though. When I heard that that one when you was storytelling about the Fort Worth situation,
Right?
And then I don't know how long was it? Probably what
5
a week.
weeks, about 5. You probably had just.
But I'm saying my bad. I didn't. What I'm trying to say that story, and then you bounce to the Mo 3 story.
Yeah.
That was what? That was 5 weeks.
No, that wasn't. I thought you meant like.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's cool. My Little Nigga, which is that's the song to where I was talking just the Fort Worth stuff. That's called My Little Nigga. And then once that got out and started getting some airplay and stuff like that, it reached a lot of people, and Rain reached out to me about telling that story because I had been trying to get at him previously about getting the Mo 3 song. I just want to, you know, just to be in history that, you know, the best out of Fort Worth and the best out of Dallas, you know, at some periods of time.
Yeah.
Linked it up, you know. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. I try to like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody try to rap.
Right.
But at least where I'm from, Dallas, everybody done got them a little song out there. So I done did my little share. But what I'm not trying to compare myself to you, but like when I try to write, even though I noticed like you can know a story, but for you to put that bitch on there so fluent, I think that's where that's where people hearing you like way over here. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want to discredit to where when you tell people like, oh, if it's your story, you because they can have a story, but they can't put that shit together. You feel what I'm saying? So I fuck with that shit. Before we go too forward, I want to ask you, when you got out, like, did you feel pressure of like, damn, I got to get back right in the music spec, the lifestyle. I'm not saying you was just, you know what I'm saying, out here doing hella shit, but what was the like? Was it kind of like pressure? Like, damn, I can't come out here and just sit on my ass.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely pressure because my plan B ain't sexy.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? My plan B either get me back in the penitentiary or in jail.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
I've never been pressured like for the material things like you see now.
Plain Jane.
I'm
Plain
plain
Jane.
Jane all the time.
Plain Jane.
You know, so because I don't have no gimmicks.
Yeah.
Or no shit like that. It is what it is, and so my pressure was to be able to get in there and create some hard shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I went straight to the studio, and I was fumbling and bumbling. It's like being out of the ring for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I just found my groove in 2025. I got out in 23.
Ain't too far. It's niggas out here that's rehabilitating and still doing the same shit they did when they got out there, motherfucker.
Yeah,
shit.
I don't like that is very true.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't give myself no leeway. Like I don't give myself no credit because this niggas is doing worse. You know,
For sure.
Nah, fuck
For
that.
sure.
I got to
For sure.
get up there and get it. I don't
For sure.
have no excuse. You know what I mean? A lot of people, because I've been in the game and when it sat so long, like, you know, like he might have passed his prime. Well, show me a nigga better.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? If you put him on a track with me and he better, then, you know, I hang my gloves up.
Nah, for real.
But if I punch him down, then buy my shit.
Buy that bit twice, goddamn.
There you go. Yeah, salute me.
Nah, for real.
Yeah,
Nah, for real.
The game's so saturated now, niggas ain't too many players blowing they flute. No, let me take that back. Ain't too many niggas blowing they flute and saluting now. Dig what I'm saying? Cause niggas, it don't matter what type of good you do. Niggas is gonna try to find some negative so they can bash you, so they can sit back there behind that keyboard or on that motherfucking phone and say something negative.
Say something.
No matter how positive you
just
get.
exactly you said, just like how that Travis Hunter situation. You know what I'm saying? Nigga nose clean, so they gotta, you feel what I'm saying, go a different way. Alright, you God fearing, you don't do shit, you don't go clubbing, we gonna get your girl. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely feel what you talking about. I understand what you talking about. And to rebound off that, how do you weed through like what you call sandbox friends?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you weed through that once you get some success? Because it's gonna be people that think they got left out type shit. So how you weed through that? Or you can't. You just got to go through it to weed through it.
Well, it's not hard because the sandbox friends is the same ones that I saw when I was in prison for 17 years, or talked to, or was there for me when I needed, when I was on my deathbed, basically. So when I get home, if you wasn't a sandbox partner, then, you know, you in that category that ain't them.
Type
you know,
shit.
I still fuck with niggas that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't gonna sit here and play no game like we all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when we
For sure.
ain't. Yeah.
For sure.
You ain't no sandbox partner. You know, you left me down there like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked you to do the time for me, but shit, you know I'm fucked up. Yeah, so.
So, when a motherfucking movie coming out, man? Because you need a motherfucking movie.
Yeah.
No bullshit. You need one,
you
bro.
talking about. Actually, JT is a business partner of mine. He'll be down here in 2 days so we could finish the documentary. So I would give it realistically 60 days in the documentary, which is Hustle. It's a docu-series, actually, a documentary and a docu-series, Hustler Go Broke. And so it'll be out either on Amazon or Tubi, one of them, you know. We're trying to get it picked up before we just push it out.
Yeah.
But it's definitely on the way, man. And I'm not just telling my stories.
Yeah.
I'm telling the story of my city because from my vantage point. So I guess it is in somewhat, cause we got other hell of a niggas around,
Yeah.
like Mr. Ray.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? You may not know, from Dallas. You dig what I'm saying? We
Okay.
had motherfuckers, real live stand up guys from Fort Worth and Dallas. The story ain't never really been told. So, you know what I mean?
So how you gonna implement it without straying too far from your story? Like how that's gonna work?
Well, because it's from my vantage point.
Okay.
Like each and every one of these people influenced me in a
Okay.
way. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seeing Boot come through with the big 560 Benz with the whale tail on that bitch. Seeing Raymond and Charles come through in the Porsches with the slope nose and shit.
Type shit.
Big Funky with the 2 cars behind him. Shit like
Type
that.
shit,
I
type
seen a whole
shit.
bunch of player shit growing up that influenced, how I got down.
So on that, like on the production side, like, do you have somebody you kind of gotta get a yes or no to, or is it kind of what you say go in that standpoint?
Well, I mean, the sign off would be from me, but
Okay.
I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
cause I don't know everything. You dig? When it comes to the music or something like that, then yeah, of course, once I do it, then hey, that's him. But when it's another realm, say production, film, and stuff, I'm gonna defer to somebody that knows better.
For sure.
And JT is he's really probably he's more hands on and more instrumental in this than myself. You know what I mean? So, and I don't buck on what he said. We just get together and and have our little meeting of the minds and make it right.
Yeah. I think that shit gonna be dope, bro. Cause
It is.
damn, has it been like I mean, I know it's been like some documentaries on some YouTube standpoints, but I don't think like the world, like when that shit on Tubi, everybody watch Tubi.
Right, right.
So when that shit come there, they can get like the Dallas sauce and kind of, and I don't think that could have came at the right of time, bro, because we got the new Dallas shit coming in, and it's actually people tuned in to the new Dallas shit, and then you get to see how these new Dallas people grinding and how they doing. They got it from somewhere, and they get to see how you was doing it. And like,
Right.
oh, okay, I fuck with it, and you being versatile because you was, you know what I'm saying, going to Detroit and coming back out here. Speaking of that, I don't want to backtrack too much, but what they talking about, like when you was you? I know you was bringing Detroit shit out here, but was you kind of bringing the style out there too?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that's what I tell niggas. I'm bi-coastal. See, like so I would have my and that's what made me even with the music. You dig? Like you said, when I started talking, you like, man, I could hear it.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, with my flow is here.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You hear my accent from Midwest, but my flow, that laid back, that will get in that bit. See how you move it?
'Cause you get
That's
the-
us. They ain't moving like that.
Hell
You dig what
nah.
I'm saying?
Hell
Them
nah.
niggas- them
They
niggas-
ain't moving fast as
yeah,
hell.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I did a little bit of both.
So, you got artists, right?
I deal with a couple artists. Yeah.
Okay. What's their name before we?
Pooh the motherfucking Great. That's a female artist. She got some flow. Yeah, so she really do. And Tori G, another female artist I'm rocking with right now.
So they kind of like fully signed to you, or you kind of just like manage them?
Pooh the Great is signed with us, and I do management for him. You know what I mean? But Tori would have been just more management. But right now, kind of just artist developing. Developing them. You know what I mean? The paperwork shit can come later. Let's get it. Let me go and get us a line to where we can get you some money, and then we can make it make sense.
Then we can make it make
Yeah,
sense.
man. We don't have to go through all that.
So when you being like they OG to a certain extent, do you kind of like tell them like this how it go, this how you need to do it, or you kind of let them be creative
As far as the music,
as far as the music, as far as promoting, as far as like an image?
right? I try to be a little bit hands on with them, but
Okay.
but they're very talented. So they when it comes to the music, they don't need much of a push in either direction. I may just suggest a track because I know with that track they can get in that box. You see what I'm saying? Once they get in that box, then they're gonna take it there. Now image, then yeah, I try to when we try this or that, you know what I mean? Because, but the promotional part of it, oh yeah, because they don't know that part.
Yeah.
Now Pooh, she gonna rock that damn Instagram to death. She gonna jump up in that goddamn car or make them little ratchet ass videos in her
Yeah.
room and shit. But that should be going up. You know what I mean? So she's a hard worker the way that they work today.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad you said that because I was gonna ask you. I don't think you can make music and hide from the camera.
You can't.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I think that shit over with.
Yeah, I can't see it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be hands on. I mean, you can do it. I don't know how successful you're gonna be doing it,
Right.
but everybody, even the shit, the number one stars got to get on that camera some type of way. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? So you can't dodge that camera no more. So if you're gonna rap, you gotta rap and you gotta be confident about your shit.
That's one thing I salute Rainwater on. Mo, I want to say Mo been gone since 2020.
2020, I believe.
Yeah, man. And
Yeah,
for him
fire.
to be able to continue to put out good music with that man, without that man being present, is a testament to how great Mo was and how creative Rain is
Rain
with the
is.
promotion. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like one thing Rainwater had said, I think he said it last year. He was like, if you gonna do music, you can't be scared. You know what I'm saying? He was like one thing with Mo3. He told Mo3, you know what I'm saying, drop hella videos or you just singing your shit. Drop hella videos. So I think when the time did come, unfortunately, he was still able to provide for his kids because he's steady dropping. A lot of people's rap, and they only do 10, 15 songs a month. I think shit, Mo3 probably the way it looked. How many tapes done been dropped? He was doing about 100 every two months or some shit.
Oh, damn.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I look. I
But
don't
that's
know.
the
I don't
key,
got no insight because if you plugging and playing a whole bunch of shit, you got to be pulling it from somewhere.
Right. For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah,
He not
definitely.
picking, and then the song, the verses and the bars not coming from, you know what I'm saying, the same song.
Right.
So shit, he gotta have a lot of shit in the vault.
Yeah.
But like I say, I don't got no insight on that shit. But shit, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. Mo3 was different, bro.
Oh my God.
Ah,
yeah.
sh-
Tough. Yeah.
That nigga was different, bro. I mean, I know a lot of people be like, this is Dallas. You know what I'm saying? How he was rhyming and scheming. That's how Dallas. You know what I'm saying? That's how Dallas artists rap and shit. But I think it's a lot of people that try to imitate that.
Oh,
especially,
for sure.
yeah, especially right now.
Yeah,
especially right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
But
yeah.
not to take nothing from nobody. If y'all feeling like that, hey, just shoot for it. Put that bitch on. But so we talk about your artists right now. You looking for some more?
No, not at this point because, and not because I don't want to deal with them, but my whole thing is I want to be able to elevate them, and the only way to elevate the artist is, in my case, is to go ahead and get it. I got to get out there and get it,
Okay.
and once I get out there and get it and create that door, then we on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you cool with taking a back seat. So if your artist, if it's a show, and they need somebody to be the main attraction, you know what I'm saying, be the headliner. You doing it, or you gonna let your artist go ahead and handle that?
Oh, if it's something that my artist can plug and play and do,
Mhm.
oh yeah, get to it. Yeah, get to it.
Okay, so you ain't know. What boy say? If you don't want the nigga dancing all in your
Dancing all in
video.
the video. Yeah. Nah, I will dance in the videos and shit. Nah, but no, whatever. You know what I mean? If they're at that point and they can get out there and make that bitch crack, then that's the whole point. I want the artist to ride, you know, to jump. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only doing me because I enjoy doing the music. I'll probably do music till I'm 100. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I
yeah.
just love it. But
So what you think about people criticizing when it was like?
yeah.
What you think about that when they was saying it's a certain age you got to start rapping because you older and all that
Right.
type
Yeah.
shit?
When Jesus tell me that, then I listen.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but
thank you.
Jesus
Thank
know how
you,
to
bro.
speak for himself.
Thank
you know
you,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Nigga can't tell me shit. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you,
You know.
That's just because niggas getting younger and younger. These rappers getting younger and younger.
Right, yeah.
And it ain't making it no better because people hype them up and they want you to crash out these days. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Until you crash out, then they gonna forget about your ass.
Just like that.
Just like that. What you think about all these artists and shit getting indicted and motherfucking locked up for old ass shit,
Well,
petty ass shit?
Well, I'm not too familiar about the old shit. You talking about Yella?
Yella, I don't want to say Dirk because his shit was new,
Man,
but it's a lot.
yeah.
It's a lot of these. I don't want to say TikTok artists either, but you kind of can say it because I mean TikTok really putting people on. But a lot of these TikTok artists, they coming up and then they getting arrested for old ass like petty ass crime. Well, I ain't gonna say petty because some of this shit be like domestic, like yelling and shit. So I don't want to disrespect nobody, but like. You think they locking them up for something small just to get something like they got in a bigger picture type shit?
Now they gonna lock you up for what they can,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's some old shit and your tail showing,
Mm-hmm.
basically, then they gonna nab you, especially if you rising. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you getting
Yeah.
as long as your ass ain't making no noise and you broke, then they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
At least it seemed like that you did. But once you go to coming up and look like you may exit stage left
Mm-hmm.
and do something legit, man, them folks are gonna indict you.
Get you up out of
Yeah,
there.
cause they don't want you to they don't never want you to be legit. You know what I mean? They talk their ass off. They don't want a nigga to make it.
Yeah, nah. I mean, shit. I think they got like a task for rappers and shit now.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking right.
Like
Watching this interview now.
hey, get up off that motherfucker,
God,
man.
they gonna do it. They be looking for motherfuckers to say the foolish. That's why a lot of people see my interviews and they're not as exciting
Mm-hmm.
as maybe some of the other characters. You
Yeah.
did because I don't have no gimmicks. I ain't finna jump on this motherfucking camera and just go to talking off out the head and then say something that I can't take back.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't even want you to do that type. This
Yeah.
ain't what this ain't what I'm doing. Like all that trolling
Already.
shit.
Yeah.
It's cool to a certain extent, bro. Once that shit talking about livelihood and fucking somebody's character up,
Right.
I'm not
Yeah,
with
well,
it.
that's what they on. You know what I mean? So, nah, I ain't going.
So what you think about about that LeBron and Stephen A?
Yeah, I saw a little clip where I saw it on, I want to say, Sports Center where
Mhm.
Brian had to stand on Steve a little bit about what he said.
What you think about it though? Because I mean, it's two sides you really can think about.
1,000%, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you don't want no, I fuck with LeBron.
Yeah.
Fuck with him, and I'm a big supporter of what he's done with his son.
Mhm.
If he had, if he was able to pull strings or get him looks that somebody else couldn't get, I'm with it.
I'm with it too.
That's your fucking son.
Yeah.
But baby boy, I love him. But my nigga, he in the NBA, he don't get no, motherfucker. That's Steve Jobs.
Mhm.
So if you don't want him to get talked
And he
about,
just got a bad ass contract.
yeah. So I'm not familiar with what he got.
He got, I think shit. He got 10 years, 100 mil.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
10
know.
years, 10 years, 100 mil.
Yeah, however that go, but criticism is gonna come in the game. That's just like me saying I don't want a motherfucker to say nothing bad about me in the comment. Then I need to get off the mic
Need to.
because you got suckers that's gonna do it. If I do, especially if I do something wrong or whatever, where I can't rap, they gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what people do. And then Steve, defense, that's his job.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
job. He
Yeah.
just doing his job. He just doing his shit. Back to you. Man, that shit you did with Baby, that shit was hard.
Thank you. Yeah,
That shit was hard.
That's that my little nigga freestyle.
That
baby.
shit was hard. That's why was that the first time you aired it? Like,
Yeah.
okay, because I was
came
finna
out.
say that's my first time hearing that, like on
Yeah,
that bitch right there.
That bitch over 1 million right now.
Yeah, that shit's
that
so
motherfucker came out and but Bebe is, a lot of people look at Bebe as just a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
See, Bebe is to me, in my opinion, way more than a DJ. He's almost in a category of his own. That's just one of the many things he do.
Yeah,
Bebe can turn your motherfucking ass up just sitting on side you.
shit, I'm knowing.
See what I'm saying?
I'm
So
knowing.
people listen to the song, but his animation rocking and all of that, it kind of made people rock too. 'cause
yeah,
you
it
tend to
make
see.
him mad.
You see what I'm saying? So then that made them really anybody that would probably be looking at the camera trying to critique me,
Yeah,
they just start rocking.
Like,
You
this
dig?
shit-
Now
this
they
shit
listening,
going.
because once you listen to me, I'm going to bait your ass in. I'm going
Mhm.
to talk that shit, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that thing is doing numbers, and the video is doing pretty well, too.
then at the end you was like, that, like what you say, you was like, shit, I can go.
Yeah, you ain't got enough beef for me,
I can go
Playboy.
forever, no bullshit. I'm
Yeah, we
fucking with
be
this
on, when I'm with him, man, we just let it go. We let it rip, man. We don't have no filter, bro.
shit. All right, boom. So what's the, like, looking at these artists now, like big names, who would you want to work with?
Like in a specific region or
I mean, you can keep it. Matter of fact, you can keep it open. We can do here, or you can, I don't want to say we can do here, or gone.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I used to have a wide list. I always wanted to do one with Jada Kiss, right?
Okay, then.
Yeah, cause I feel like we both pretty hard on that mic.
Yeah, y'all sound good on that.
Yeah, I think so. He taught that shit. So
Yeah.
Jada, Jay-Z,
Okay.
and then when we branch over to the south, it would have to be Honeycomb Brazy. Yeah. I just like the young nigga style. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with that.
Fuck with his style real tough. So just talking that real straight gutter shit. You know what I mean? Some shit you can't teach.
Yeah, nah, I fuck with that shit for shit show.
Yeah.
Honeycomb, that nigga, he be speaking. You feel what I'm saying? He be speaking. So all right, so if you go off some like current shit, would you do a song with? Damn, I'm trying to see who actually be speaking. Rollo. You know Rollo? I think he's from Alabama.
The one that be doing the post and stuff.
Nah, not the one from Atlanta. The other, Rollo. He be with Lil Baby and shit.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't see the match up there, but I would. Yeah, cause he dope too. You know.
Yeah,
what
I fuck with it. I think it kind of be different for you, but
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like he be speaking a little bit.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, I
He
like
speaking
him.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
he kind of got his own little flavor.
What about Okay, boom. Would you see yourself on a prime Queen Latifah?
A what?
A prime Queen Latifah?
No.
Why not? I think. Well, I don't know. I only heard a couple
The
songs.
reason why I say that is because we both told stories, right?
Yeah.
And I salute. See, I tell street stories.
Okay.
Like, you know, so my shit be.
Okay.
You know, I talk that slick shit. I'ma whip it and then goddamn me press up the bricks and burn a nigga and all that.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I feel you.
That's just my shit. And she was more on some knowledge type shit. But I do, which I'm giving game, but it's coming from the mud. You see what I'm saying? Cause I'm talking my shit. I'm a bona fide street nigga. I come from really the mud, nigga. I really been in the penitentiaries. I really been in them trenches. I really had them bricks. I really made them bricks.
Yeah.
I really burnt them suckers. You understand me? I
Got it in there. Got it out.
did that.
No
You know,
bullshit.
the money was funny.
Yeah.
You know, I did all that. So that's where I be on. I talk that shit. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm bragging. I'm just talking my
Nah,
story.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, you telling your story.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
So I don't see. You know, she was on some UNITY type shit,
Yeah.
and my shit. It may be some unity in there, but
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna be strong. It's gonna be sprinkled with pepper with a lot of game.
Okay, then. So earlier you said, man, you want to stick to Plan A because Plan B ugly. So are you putting, like, you put all your eggs in one basket? Or are you kind of like just trying to be one leg in, one leg out? Like,
No, all my eggs is in the basket.
Okay.
But I'm a businessman too. Like so, I take what I get from my music, and I have other streams of income too.
Okay.
So, but the reason I say I put them all in one basket is because that's where the money coming from.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this once you get it, of course I'm doing other things as well. Like, you know, I support brands. I got my
Okay, then.
Hustler Go Broke. You know what I mean? This is a line from a real talented female, Jennifer Harris, and you know, so
Where's she from?
she from Fort Worth.
Okay.
She do the 817 with the Roman numeral numbers and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, you know, I try to get it where I can get it.
All right, so boom. I know you said you just keeping it short and sweet with the artists and shit, but man, it's gonna be it's gonna be people looking at this bit that's trying to get they shit off the ground. What can a artist do? He boom. I want to be a rapper. I want to be an artist. What can he do to get off the ground a little bit to kind of start making buzz in the city?
Get it city. Once you
Okay.
get your city, once you get to putting that shit out, your city rocking with it.
Mhm.
See now, you got somebody to fight with you.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where Fort Worth is kind of is struggling
yeah,
because we not fighting with each other. You see what I'm saying? Like it ain't one person or one group or that we all behind. 'Cause niggas pulling this way. You know, I ain't saying nobody shouldn't be trying to get it, but
yeah.
let's open the goddamn door. You know I'm saying? So if you're an artist and you're trying to get it in, man, get your city rocking behind you. Your city rock behind you, they gonna promote you every time they go out of town, every time they get online, nigga, they ain't fucking with us. And, you know what I'm saying? So get your city in your pocket, take it from there.
Okay. So, boom, get your city. Give them like 3 steps to get their city.
Okay. Put your shit out, right?
Mhm.
You know, because you got the internet, right?
Yup.
So get in the studio, put your shit out. Do some free shows, because you damn sure ain't finna
Type
get,
shit.
you ain't getting
Type
no money off the
Type
muscle. You dig what I'm saying? Keep making those videos, those even if it's just fucking car videos. Keep making those posts where you showing your skill, and your city gonna see it because it's your city that's looking at it. You know what I mean? Airdrop, go in the club and airdrop that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker don't even know they getting it. Fuck it.
Okay,
You know what
then.
I'm saying? But
Hey, that's a gym.
yeah, just try to get it.
Okay, boom. So, nigga, that shit free. He
free
gave y'all that shit free. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? He might have a book coming on how to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Nah, for real. But man, when you was doing your shit in the streets, was you locked into it, or was you like in the back of your head, I'm supposed to be doing something else?
You mean when I was hustling?
Yeah.
Well, shit, I hustled all my life and did music all my life pretty much too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what it was is before I got locked up, I was hustling for the music.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? So I just happened to have a brick plug. So
Okay.
it wasn't about me flossing trying to be a dope dealer. I always wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was trying to take that money and put it into the rap shit. But it takes a lot of money. You expect back then, because we didn't have.
Yeah, you had to.
You got a viral moment right now. You on.
You on.
know? Yeah.
So was you going different cities handing shit out? Fly, CD.
Cities and states.
All right.
Yeah.
So you had to have a little group behind you. You had a couple people behind you driving. On the
Yeah,
road?
all that. I had 2 rap Suburbans, you know, and then like I say, I was nigga rich then anyway. You know what I mean? Then I had a good team. You see what I'm saying? Had a street partner of mine that really believed, and he really had bigger bag than mine. You know what I'm saying? So between us pushing, nigga, we was everywhere. My record, Fool With It, didn't break in Texas. It broke in the Midwest. They embraced me first. Cincinnati. And I ain't talking about Detroit. It was Cincinnati, Cleveland, all out, messing with Judy Jones up there. Because sometimes you got to go out
Yeah.
where they'll appreciate you for not being from there. And then come back and niggas like, oh, yeah, that nigga been out there making big move. We fucking with him. You know, because your own get so used to you
Yep.
that they be like, oh, that's just black. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and they be like, "Ah, he-"
really, it shouldn't be like that, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that's it though. I feel like you don't get your city until you go outside the city.
Yeah.
Type shit. I think that's another state how you get your shit. So I feel like people like just like how South by Southwest, bro. Matter of fact, I appreciate you doing that drop shit
Right,
too.
right, yeah.
I appreciate that shit, like on some real shit, genuine shit. You know,
Yeah.
I almost got mad, ran over.
Yeah, you wasn't trying to hear it.
Yeah, nah, cause I mean,
Goddamn
shit,
horses shit.
Nah, for real. But at the same time, no bullshit. Like not trying to be on no glaze and shit. That's what people say these days. But shit, I seen the legend right there. So I like shit. Fuck that horse.
Man, I appreciate that.
Fuck that horse.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
But nah, I appreciate that shit, bro. What you got? Like, what you got coming up?
Man, I'm finna drop the album toward probably the middle of April. I just did one with Bobby Billions and Trader Truth. I just did one with sent one off to J-Dog yesterday because his manager was like, he ready.
Yeah.
We working, you know. Just I got one finna drop next week with Bun B. So, you know, that's my guy. It's called Circles.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be heavy.
Yeah, I even got a gospel song out.
Yeah.
It's called
By yourself or with?
Yeah, Mr. Lee did the track, so it's a sample in the beginning of it. It's hard as hell too. It's out right now. It's called Storm.
Oh, I gotta check that shit
On
out. I
all
ain't even heard
platforms.
that shit.
Storm. Yeah, it's a gospel, but it's my way of gospel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't talking street
Hood
shit.
gospel.
Yes,
No
indeed.
bullshit.
Yes, indeed.
Nigga gospel.
Yeah, don't nobody get, you know, just because you want to be holy moly, you don't get no more God than I do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He gonna give it to us all as much as we can handle.
Man, but damn, so what you think about like preachers and shit that be having they private jets, and you think they deserve that type of shit?
I
like,
do.
Okay.
1,000%.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't, hey, because if they're not, if the preacher, if he's not right with God, then God gonna judge him like he judged me and you, man.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
God show favor, man. So if they got the favor to get a jet or whatever, man, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, they doing something right.
Mhm.
But it could be the other way around. And
Yeah, it could
maybe
be.
bona fide crooks. But I promise you this, 100%, God gonna touch him. You dig what I'm saying? He gonna tear their ass up.
Yeah, I just feel like people who judging them, you in the same boat because you judging.
Right. You
Yeah,
know,
so-
and think about it. The man of God gets judged more than anyone else and more harshly, and his bar is higher because he's supposed to be what? The man of God. I could fire up a square right now, and you'd be like, "Oh, Black, what type of squares you smoke?" Shit, Newport. But if I was a pastor and I fired up a square, goddamn pastor done fired up a square. Then they got some porch too. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference?
And
He
them all
human.
long.
The nigga Nicky, he wanted to blow one, get the top off that bitch right quick. You feel me? I'm just saying. So I do understand that we held to a higher standard, or they're held to a higher standard because they're the teacher and the deliverer of the word. But they're human, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're human.
Cause I'm pretty sure once you did that shit with Bebe, shit, motherfuckers hitting you up.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, let me get a feature.
Yeah. Everything picked up. You know what I mean? Like I needed it to, and I'm just trying to keep it keep it, and that's the nature of the game. See, it's just like anything else. You put it out, you hide. People getting at you, you making money. So the key is not to let the flame go out.
Cool.
See what I'm saying?
Cool.
Not to let the flame go out.
So do you like schedule your shit like that, or do you kind of like take on everything you don't wear? Like, of course you got somewhat of a schedule, but if you be like, I'm gonna drop this here, and then I'm gonna do little parts, and then the next big thing I'm gonna drop next month, or do you just be like, fuck it, big thing after big thing?
No, I mean at this point right now, like Baby and I talked about jab for what?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Fuck a jab, power punch. See, because I'm still proving the point that just because I missed all that time in the game, don't mean that I missed the game. I missed the wave. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything I drop got to be hard. I can't afford the jab.
So you got that in 23?
Got out 23 July 13.
So the world was shit. You was in the future, goddamn.
Still in it. Shit, I got lost coming. I get lost every day.
Yeah.
Goddamn GPS out there. Can't stand that bitch. He be lost and then he don't want to admit he lost. He just say rerouting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's everything futuristic.
Nah, for
Even
real.
the women.
Yeah.
I don't understand them.
As far as like the way of thinking, or
The fuck is going on? Like it used to be a time you shoot at a chick, you like whatever. These motherfuckers right here be, I don't know, maybe they're just smarter than us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They wrap me up in game, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn, for real, y'all smarter than mine. The women is getting at it.
yeah, because I think they see with women is different because they see so many goofy ass niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They see so many goofy ass niggas, bro. So you gotta understand, they can weed their way around. Like if like us, we know our niggas ain't no good, but they be with them no good ass niggas and be like, oh well, shit, you did this shit wrong. I'm finna do the same shit you did, but with somebody else they got a bag, and I'm finna take what you got and I'm just finna apply it to what I'm doing.
Man, I'm telling you, the women are harder than the men.
Yeah.
Than the majority of the men. I'm telling you, women get at it. And they don't need shooting at them because they're already, you ain't got to.
Nah.
If they want you, you going
If
to
they
know.
want, they gon'.
Period. Before you know it, you be in the car.
All right, so back then, was it like that? Or did you have to approach a woman? back
Yeah,
then?
I mean, back then that was the thing. You know, you worked on your gang, your Mac lines, and all that. You know, I want to shoot at her. You know, all this shit. Now it's like, I mean, it's everything. Whatever's not evolving, whatever's not changing is evaporating. So it's just different, especially with me being on the sideline for so long.
Okay, boom. So when you got out, did you feel like you had to change your style, or was you like fuck changing my style of rapping?
Nah. I was trying to fit in. When I first got out,
Okay.
I was trying to prove that I was able to keep up,
Okay.
and I was having no success.
Okay.
Bombing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Never bombed in my whole career.
Yeah.
Bombing like a bitch until 2025, because I said, if I don't get it this year, fuck it. You know, I do what I have to. But I'm gonna go out doing me. As soon as I done threw 3 punches, 4 punches tops, and all them bitches been body blows.
Lies, shit.
200 dummies, my little nigga, the Mo 3 song, Storm. I'm talking about I've been hitting their ass over there like a motherfucker because I'm doing me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, if you got a formula, another thing to the artist, if you got a formula and that's your thing, you stick to it because it's a demographic, it's a lane out there for you that wants to hear that. You just have to tap into who those people
bro.
are.
Tap into it. That Mo 3 song though, did you have to kind of get some insight from somebody, or was that just
Absolutely.
okay.
Man, I did that bitch 3 times.
Yeah.
First time I came, One Rain was like, oh man, it's a hell of a song, but that ain't it.
Yeah.
Second time, oh man, hell of a story. I mean, that is a hell of a story. But that ain't it. To the point where I quit. I'm like, nigga, all right then, nigga. Shit, do you? I ain't finna keep on going in on this mother. I mean, I want one, but shit, cool. And then finally, both our egos piped down. Like, all right, fuck it. I said, well, nigga, come out to the studio. And they came out there 10 o'clock in the morning, bro. We stayed in that bitch for 6 hours. I say, you show me the details that you want, and this is what and I'm going to ingratiate what I got. And he gave me, all he did was put them on a piece of paper. You can't leave this out, can't leave that, can't leave this out, can't. And shit, magic happened.
Yeah, because I feel like that was like from even when you was talking about how they, the Go Yayo shit, like how DFW kind of like was at a point to where that was good and then it wasn't.
Right.
Like, I fuck with that because I ain't never, like, nobody rap about that time. That was what, shit, I think that was 2017, 18?
Yeah.
I think 2016, 2017, some shit like that. But don't nobody, you never hear nobody rap about this shit. Like, that shit a touchy situation or something. Like, never,
Right.
It's never
And
been
that's
a song.
why it was very, very important that
Yeah.
I got it right.
Yeah.
Because one thing I don't want to do is be offensive. Like, my song, My Little Nigga, it was a made-up story about the cartel, and I used hood fame in there just to give it some light, saying what could really happen if they fuck, you know, if we don't come together and shit like that. And then we ended up losing Lil Ronnie, and it gave my song some relevance, more relevant. And people like, man, black telling nigga business. Black, man, that shit's not true.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So, but it was just one of those stories. It's totally opposite of the Mo 3 one because I was basically hired to come in and tell his story from my vantage point.
Yeah.
So that's a different thing. The other one, I'm just creating. You know, I'm trying to entertain.
But I ain't gonna lie, even in that one with Lil Ronnie and shit, you was putting shit together so much, it felt like, nigga, okay, where the fuck the movie at? This a trailer?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the whole plan was like I talked to Yayo, I'm like, man, get home and let's do the epilogue. You know, you come back in there and you do your side. Then I had the Spanish guys do their side, and we started taking that. You know, everybody it could have been a spinoff type shit. You know, to where it could have turned into like a series or something. But you know, like I said, we had a tragic loss there, and you know. People gonna think what they think, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Always.
I ain't finna go on every podcast and explain that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I just tell my stories.
Nah,
man.
for real.
You know, the niggas, you niggas lie every day.
What?
Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So as long as we keep it in the internet and we ain't making nobody violate their parole and then nobody hurt me or nothing like that. Because I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to hurt me. So I'm just trying to make music, trying to make a living stay out of prison.
But I appreciate you for doing that because there's a lot of niggas out here that don't understand. I ain't gonna put no name on it, but it's a lot of people out here that get on these mics and these cameras and say shit, and then when the cameras cut off, they think they're invincible. So take notes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Take notes. You can shoot your little shit, but make sure if you doing something, bro, make sure you can do that same shit if the nigga right here in front of you, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but that's the internet though. So the beautiful part for me, man, is Like I told somebody the other day, if I have any enemies, I don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't want none. You
Yeah,
dig?
no.
I want some peace.
Yeah.
But I'm just as much man as anybody else. So, you
Nigga,
know.
what I got is I'm not trying to look over my shoulder every time.
Right.
Like, come on now. I don't gotta show that I'm real. Nah, bro. That's little kid shit, bro.
Right. Exactly.
That's
That.
little kid shit.
Yeah. Nah.
Before we get up out of here, bro, I just wanna appreciate your manager too. It's smooth sailing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your manager got it ain't no plus. You showed up on time.
Oh yeah. I try to be timely. Yeah.
Cause y'all motherfucking rappers with me.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna stop you. Those rappers.
Okay.
See, one thing, I take this is my job.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, you think I showed up early? I was sitting in the parking lot for 10 minutes waiting on Drew, waiting on my manager. I've been there.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And another reason why I do that is I like to. I done been in. I came all in the back and everything. I like to get there early and scope the scene. You know what I mean? See what's happening. See how it's laying.
Yeah.
See who out there. Niggas hanging. What do it look?
What's going
sketchy?
on?
Yeah. Do I need to call somebody? Yeah. Well, but it wasn't that. You know, you've been very professional.
Yeah.
You greeted us and all of that. It's just I treat it like a job. This is my job.
Yeah.
You know
Nah, but even when, you know what I'm saying, when I chopped it up with you and telling you how to park and shit, I fuck with how you cause I like everything to be up front.
Right.
Cause if somebody don't feel comfortable and they don't tell me that, then the interview will go cause they mind all fucked up.
That's right.
So when you did that, got this shit out the way, shit, it's up to me to feel, you know what I'm saying, what's the word? Make you feel comfortable and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
You have. Yeah.
So I appreciate that shit, bro.
likewise.
I'm just getting shit started. Hopefully next time I have you on here, I'm a little bigger. Not in weight. I'm already a big nigga.
Right.
But but yeah, I fuck with that shit. Like I said, I fuck with your man. Shut your manager out. real
Man,
quick.
Drew down, man. Mouthpiece Drew. You know, he gonna keep things straight for me, man. Shout out to Mouthpiece Drew. Shout out to James Turner, Day One Nap, JT.
Okay. Man, before you get out of here,
Shout
go
out
ahead,
to
go ahead.
nephew. Shout out to Willis Watson. That's my nephew.
Willis Watson.
He behind the scenes. We call him nephew, and he makes the tricycle move.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Okay. Nah. Hell yeah. If you are interested, you know who Hashi Sinju is, right? The
What is
Boy
it?
Finna Swain. Pop
Oh yeah, you're right for sure.
So it's an artist. I think he's from the Grove named Too Icy. You probably heard him. I Hope the Worst. He got a song out. And I guess they did a collab where he let him rap on his beat, and that shit going up. So if you just in the works and you need somebody else to put on your team, just want to shout him out, bro. He came here. He helped me out when I was getting started doing interviews, doing mic checks. I do mic checks with artists right there. But Too Icy, TikTok, everywhere, man. Y'all go fuck with that kid. But speaking of that, of people fucking with me, I appreciate you fucking with me, man.
Man, likewise,
for
man. Man, you almost got hit by a horse fucking with me out there. And, awesome.
Nah, for real. I ain't even show y'all that. I might need to put that clip up.
Yeah, you got it. Nah, square business. I'm talking about I almost got flat with it.
Man.
But I'm a horse whisperer, like on the side. So I was
Yeah.
like, it made the horse like just jumped up.
Nah, I
But
appreciate
anyway, man, get at me, The Twisted Black on IG, The Twisted Black on Facebook, The Twisted Black on TikTok, man. And whenever you get ready to post it, collab with me, man.
Okay,
So they can see
on
it.
what, Instagram and shit?
Don't mind.
Okay,
whatever
look.
whatever you need.
Y'all listen. Nigga, I ain't cried about, I don't know. But this nigga just told me to collab, woo. And, you know, niggas be needing breaks like that, fool.
Man,
You feel what I'm saying?
here's the deal. It don't cost nothing.
Yeah.
Don't cost me nothing to help.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the dude, I just need somebody that's bigger than me to feel the same way. Like, man, buddy, tight. It don't cost me nothing to collab or repost. You dig what I'm saying? Nah, I understand we do run campaigns on our IGs with our singles and things we running, but it don't. It don't. Bam, put it in the story. That shit ain't costing me nothing, man.
Appreciate
Bun
that,
B
bro.
showed me so much motherfucking love, bro.
You been to his restaurant?
I have.
Man, I'm talking for days, but I've been to that nigga shit. That shit cool. That shit real cool.
Man,
He supposed to be coming out to Dallas, I think.
Man, real one, bro. Real one.
Yeah. Well, this just listen. You know what I'm saying? You can look You know what I'm saying? But make sure you listening. You feel what I'm saying? It's another one. We out there, motherfucker.
There you go.
I don't even fuck with the industry shit, cause niggas be acting like fans. And niggas be capping fake as fuck, so how can I call you my mans? I can't even fuck with a lot of this shit, so why would I give out a hand to help? I was left alone to grind myself. Now I'm swimming in money like Michael Phelps. Ayy, I'm all in, ballin', put all bets on me. I see you callin', but I'm locked in, I got no time.
It's your boy Twisted Black, man, on Just Listen podcast, man. We almost got trampled by a horse at my first South by Southwest. I got to get out the middle of the street because the horses got more rights than the niggas do.